Welcome back. My name is Ron, and today I'm going to talk to you about something that The Rock said. And so, if you don't know who The Rock is, his name's Dwayne Johnson. He's one of the most famous wrestlers in history, and he's a extremely successful movie star. He's considered one of the richest men in Hollywood now. So this story, you may have heard it before, but a very long time ago, The Rock, long before he became The Rock, in his early 20s, back in the early to mid 90s, he was trying to become a pro football player in the NFL. Now, this was his dream at the time. He was working at it in Miami, playing for, like he said, the Canadian Football League. And he was trying and trying, and he has a great work ethic. There's no doubt about that. So he was working really hard, and he got injured. How often do you hear this story? He was working at football and he got injured, and basically all his dreams and aspirations for the NFL went down the toilet. When you're injured, you're trying to play football. It's just not going to happen, especially if you're trying to go pro. So he never got approached by the NFL recruiters. He never signed on like he dreamed of. And now this is for him, and he can tell you about it himself because I went ahead and linked the interview down below in case you wanted to see the actual The Rock talk about it himself. But for this, it was his rock bottom. And if you know anything about The Rock, you may have actually heard this term. He actually used it when he became a professional wrestler. But the term is called rock bottom, and that means when you're at the lowest of your low. So for him, this was a defining moment for him. He he's like had to call his father in Tampa and drive him home to live basically at his parents' house. And he's what he said was he reached into his pocket on the way back, and he had a five, a one, and some change. He had $7 to his name. That's it. Not, $7 in his pocket and he had millions in the bank. He had $7 and that was it. So so for him, this was a major realization. All his dreams for the NFL were gone. He's going back to his parents' house. You can just imagine the shame he feels at the moment. So he made a vow to himself. He said two things are true. He said, I'm broke, and soon I won't be broke anymore. And he said like when he was at his parents' house, he was very depressed. Who wouldn't be in that situation? You've just lost basically what you would think is all your dreams. Life kind of looks like it's over right now. And, you're back in your parents' house, all your dreams for the future are kaput. And he said he was cleaning. He was just cleaning like crazy because it was the only thing he could think he could control in his life. And a lot of us have like those type of like tendencies. We want some kind of control, especially when things feel out of control. You know, and he said, it came to him as like he's gonna become a professional wrestler, and oh boy, did he ever! It changed, basically history. Now he went professional wrestler. He's a major movie star. He's seen all over the world. The Rock's name is known everywhere because of what happened. And had he gone to the NFL, had that not happened to him, he wouldn't be The Rock today. He wouldn't. We probably wouldn't even know who he is. He may have been injured in his first season of NFL and just kind of faded, or but things changed. And what he said, and I said the same thing too, was, you know, when you've hit, your lowest of the low, when you've hit rock bottom, it's really, a great place to be at because you have nowhere to go but up. And when hit the lowest, it feels like, there's never going to be a sunny day again and you don't know what to do, then it's natural, that you feel like you just want to give up. You just want to like quit because it's so hard. And yeah, it is really hard, especially, when you look around, maybe you have support, maybe you don't. Maybe your friends disappeared, people that you can count on disappeared. This comes in a lot of different ways. His rock bottom, for instance, was not the same as mine, and may not be the same as yours. So it comes like, um, it's not a cookie cutter experience at all. But when you're there and your whole life is like in question and you're not sure what your next move is going to be, or if it's ever going to get better, that's the best place to be at, because now you have the chance to rebuild something greater than you ever could imagine. Just keep at it. If you're struggling right now, just keep at it. You know, build it back up. Identify what happened, identify the mistakes, and build something new. Build something better. It's like an ant colony. You knock over an ant colony. What happens? They always build it up again, but it's always better than it was before. So it's the same mindset. You know, rock bottom is a great place to be at. Now you have no place to go to but up. You're going to soar up, but it's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, everyone would do it. But you can do it. It's like, if you're willing to put in the work and the effort and try different things to see what works and what doesn't, if you're willing to fail over and over and over again to get what you want, you're going to get it. There's no doubt about that. And it may seem like you're never going to get it, but you're going to get it. The moment of breakthrough will come in an instant. So, we can all learn from The Rock's experience. When he was down and out and his dreams look like they're gone, he could have just given up. He could have gone to some 9 to 5 job, and given up all his dreams for the future. But he decided, despite what had happened, he was going to take some, probably what seemed at the time, pretty crazy actions. He was going to go after a different dream. He was going to pursue something else with, all the determination he had. And now, as he says himself, and you can watch it down below, that he now calls everything a $7 moment, because that was the moment of truth for him. That was a defining moment in his life. What was your defining moment in your life? If you feel comfortable sharing it, comment it down below. What was that moment that you decided that you were going to change, that you get been knocked down and you're not going to stay that way? What was your rock bottom, and how did you bounce back, or if you're in the process of bouncing back now? So, take some inspiration from The Rock's journey. You can see now where he's gone to. He's very, very successful. But, that was his moment. Does he take the path to the left or the right? He chose to take the path that was harder. And now he is an extremely big success. What will you do? What will I do? You know, so that's a choice we all have to make for ourselves. So if you like what I'm creating, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification on the right side of the subscribe button in order to see the new videos I'm making all the time. And until next time, have a wonderful day.